Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, in a weird quirk of fate, a turnabout of circumstances, I was just about to do this video, but with a different slant. I was going to deliver an update on what's happened to my Grizzly video, the one that got blocked and taken down worldwide. No argument. No, you can't do that, Kilt-Man. And I found out that it was a group called the lasso group. Lasso. A lasso is meant to, snag, drag, drop, and just snare wild animals. Bulls, buffaloes, horses, deer, whatever. You can drag stuff. You can even make a lasso trap, which you put your foot in it, way up you go. Or a little rodent puts their foot in it and they just get snagged and have to wait slowly before the hunter comes and catches them and kills them. Anyway, I fell foul of the lasso group when I did my video commentary on the film Grizzly. Many of you know this already. And a few people were lucky enough to see it when it first went out. They were only there waiting to watch it. And they watched the whole thing, except when it finished, they couldn't watch it again. It just said, lasso group had blocked this video. And so I was a bit gutted. As you know, I did a sort of pissed off, ranty video about woe is me, the world's against me, I'm a maverick, I'm the man, always butting heads with authority. But the point was, it's all copyright, it's all music. I didn't show any film footage, it just played. The film was playing in the background and I was talking over it, providing a commentary. And the idea is, stop me if you've heard this before, you press play and you watch the film alongside me and I provide a commentary for you. But obviously you could hear bits of the music and it got slammed because of that. The Lasso group own the copyright to hundreds of thousands of movies and videos and music. And they set their stall out saying that they're meant to, they're looking after creators and stuff. Like me, I'm a creator. And they're looking after your rights and copyright. It's a very horribly tangled quagmire, copyright issues. And artists and producers and licensee holders really do have a lot of rights. When your artistic integrity, your property, intellectual property is used by somebody else. I know I play music a lot, but I'm discussing it and promoting it. And when I discuss movies and I'm playing their music, that's the whole point. I'm celebrating that movie and I'm putting it out there. You can get this music. I urge you to do so. It's all part of promoting stuff, which the only people who win from it are the artists themselves, the filmmakers, the record producers, the CD producers, the download streaming people who do all that kind of producing stuff as well, and the licensee holders. I don't gain anything at all. I'd understand if I was making some kind of profit from it. I don't do that. I don't monetize any video. I don't do that. And I should do, because I should be making some kind of money out of this. One day I'll work this one out properly. But I wouldn't be able to play the music, I don't think. So, and I don't want to incur the wrath of ever getting... most of my videos got copyright claims. Not bad, it just means you can't monetize it. And I accept that, that's fine. But like they set their stall out, I set my stall out from the beginning. Ironically, my first video was discussing Grizzly, as it turns out. But I've set my stall out that I will play the music because I want to entertain you guys with the whole package, as it were. And so that's what I've done for years. Now, so for the first time ever, I raised a claim, a counterclaim, a dispute against Lasso, whatever they're called. And I've never done it before. And I've heard from other people who have YouTube channels that when this sort of shit happens, they're not successful, and you end up embroiled in stupid ongoing sparring matches with these people, and it gets you nowhere in the end. And I thought, well, I was aggrieved enough to think, well, I'm going to do it this time because I've never heard of these people. Obviously, I then Googled it all and got to know what they're all about. And so I did file a complaint, a counterclaim. And I just said, and it's just a simple process on YouTube. and you get like a chance to write up to 2,000 words explaining why, you know, and you've got to think about like, are you gaining from this? Could people be using the music that's heard as a substitute for getting the music themselves? So I think I answered all these things in my little bit of blurb, and it said like, you know, well, no, they can't because I'm talking all over it. It's no substitute for buying the real thing, and I'm promoting the real thing as well. And I'm providing an entertaining, hopefully, entertaining in quotation marks, entertaining and informative, more quotation marks, you be the judge, and commentary over the movie. And, you know, so please release me. Let me go. And it said it'll take up to 30 days, you know, for these people to respond to you. And, you know, chances are you won't be successful. Their decision's already been made. And anyway, so I was going to do a video saying that's what I've done. And 4D, regular channel contributor, had said to me, why don't you try and re-upload it, but with a different title, putting in full movie. Can I put full movie commentary? And people, the algorithm goes, oh, full movie, you can't put the full movie on. Irony being that Grizzly itself is available freely on YouTube from multiple sources. The entire film is there for all of you to watch. And so I mentioned that as well in my little blurb. But 4D, yeah, I did try again that night, and I took all that out and I just said Grizzly big film discussion, or Grizzly movie discussion, that's all it was. But it was the same thing, the exact same commentary video that went up. And it got blocked immediately, right away, no 2 weeks away. It's like, oh, you've tried this before. You know, you're not gonna sneak this one past us, Kilt-Man. No way. Grizzly, Kilt-Man, nah, blocked. Anyway, so I was gonna tell you all that. And then, just before I was about to start recording, I noticed there was a little email that come up. I had a look at it, and it was my file, my counterclaim had been, you know, agreed. I was in the free, and now that video, good news, Kilt-Man, it said, you know, your video Grizzly is now freely available, unblocked. Success. My claim was upheld. Wow. Less than 24 hours later. So, in other words, folks, that video's there. You can just go back 2 videos or so. Ignore the one that's ranting about it. Ignore that one. Just go back to the Grizzly video and you'll see there it is in all its glory. I did play some of it back actually, and once I discovered it I thought, is it really on? Are they having me on? Oh no, it's there. And do you know what? You can hear the music, you can hear some of the dialogue as well. I forgot that I must have turned bits up so that you could hear bits. So I think going forward, and it doesn't mean we'll get away with it any other time either, but going forward I'm going to try and keep that sound down to a minimum. In fact, what might be an idea is for me to put headphones in. That's me plugging headphones in, by the way. That's what that manoeuvre was. Put them on, so I'll be sitting there with cans on my head. Oh, dear God. Like some kind of fucking DJ, you know. I'd just have one on and I'd be spinning decks. And do it that way. So, you know, you guys watch the film and just listen to my inane blurbage. And but I could hear the movie, but it won't be broadcast on this. So that's one way of getting around it, I suppose. But also now, if you hear the music and I don't use earphones, because at the moment I don't think I've got loads of earphones, like, but I don't think any of them fit my sound system. I don't think there's any way of me doing that really. Plus I'd be sitting too damn close to the screen. It'd be like IMAX, it'd be like, But and you'd probably see it reflected in my eyes. But at least it's good news, folks. So that video is there. I'm going to put a link to that video. Although it's not hard to find. It's just literally 2 videos behind this. Or even 1 video. Just step over the last one and go, should be there. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. But hey, it's good news. Don't often get good news. We've had nothing but bad news lately. Won't go into all of that, but we've had nothing but bad news. This week of incessant heat. In another update, it's actually cooled off a little. A little. It's not sunny. It's that murky. It's like sweaty, mouldy cheese has been wrapped over the roof of the world, and it's just dripping down on you. It's just jungle clammy. Last night I would say was the worst night's sleep I've had since this weather began. I mean, when it's hot and clammy of a night time, you know, that's bad enough. But I've coped pretty well. You know, I've not been too disturbed. Even the Husky's not been too bad with it. But last night I thought it was bad news. And coupled with the Liverpool game as well, which was not, we have not had a good start to the season. Not had a good start. I'm not going to go into all that. But anyway, Jesus Christ. And we'd spent all day at my father-in-law's. He's just turned 91. And so that was a good bit of stuff there. But the big birthday treat, he loves KFC. And where they are, well, where he is, there's a KFC just around the corner. But you've got to drive to it. It's walking wise, you've got to negotiate flyovers and country lanes and all sorts of stuff. But so we drove there. Now, every single time that we go there, and it's always a treat for him, for Big Bob Alty. It's always a treat for him. Something cocks up with it. They put the wrong order in. You've missed something out. It's got to the point now where every time we go, we double check everything. But even then, because everything's all packaged up, and they go, no, your zinger's in there. It's one of those two. And no, you've just got two normal fucking chicken fillet burgers. Where's the zinger? I've stormed out of there a few times. My anger threshold is actually very low. You may have noticed on a couple of videos. I don't know. But this time, I thought, oh, it's all going to go wrong again. So I won't order anything. I don't care. I'm not. You guys get whatever you want. And the kids are with us as well. So you guys get what you want. I'm going to duck out of it, but I'll come with you. So we went there. It was closed due to some incident with the fryer. It's fucking sign in the door. Sorry, we're closed due to problems with the fryer. Not fryer tuck. I think the deep fat fryer. Like, oh God. No, luckily, there was a Subway just around the corner. So Mrs. Kilt-Man zoomed around there. And I suddenly thought, well, I'll have something then. If we're not going there, I'll have something from Subway. And they were just closing. So they just opened the door for her, let her in. This was tea time last night. They were closing at that time. What's that about? So watch the Liverpool game, probably. Because it is Liverpool, we're talking about. And but you got in there and we got a few orders. And so the day was saved. But that KFC, and you could tell Big Bob wasn't too fucking happy with that. Like 91, he deserves his KFC if he wants his KFC. So yeah, it's been a weird day, and then although this is meant to be an uplifting video, I'm going to show you something now which is going to break your hearts. It's broken my heart, and it's to do with Grizzly. I'm looking at it now, and oh dear God. I think I meant to mention in the commentary that the great Neil Adam, from lots of superheroes, but mainly Batman, illustrator, designed movie posters as well, and he did one for Grizzly. And this is I got the UK quad, the British quad poster for Grizzly. Well, I've got some of it. I'm going to show you this now, and I love this poster. It was on the wall just over there for a long time. And then it took it down, replaced it with Excalibur, which is still there. And only after doing the video the other day, I thought, oh, I've got the quad poster somewhere. Oh, I should have used that. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway because it got tucked down. Well, you talk about omens. What the hell happened to that? Grizzly by name and very grizzled by nature. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a sickener? I look after my stuff. You can see that's got wet. And not only has it got wet, something else has got stuck onto it. Something else that it was obviously lying against. But I have a feeling that I took this down, and wherever I put it, someone else discovered, uh-oh, that's damaged. Better hide that from him. And anyway, there you go. Poor old Grizzly. That is a real shame, that as well. It's enough to drive a man to drink. And I was already knocking at the door of drink anyway. Didn't have to be driven there. Cheers, y'all. So, please, now you can go back, those who wanted it, because a lot of people wanted that video. So, now you've got it. Probably got taken down again now. there'll be a little message saying, Kilt-Man, it's gone again. Oh no. Now, I'm playing the music to the film The Car, right? Leonard Rosenman's fantastic score for The Car, because that's the next commentary video I'm going to do. So, you know, I've not got the earphones to fit, I don't think, at the moment, so I'm plugging them in again. Errol Flynn. So I might just put the film on and just keep it kind of low down. But Leonard Rosenman's score for The Car, which I've covered, I've reviewed the film The Car before, playing this soundtrack, and it was fine. And I do recommend it. It plays the Dies Irae is a huge part. That's the Gregorian chant, the Dies Irae, which you hear, that's the Car's main sort of theme. It's so full of menace and demonic foreboding. But there's loads of action in this score as well. And the motif for The Car's relentless drive and you know, momentum, you know, it's just fantastic and exciting. So anyway, so that's a little test to see if I get away with that. Then I should be able to play the movie at a reasonable decibel level. But anyway, folks, Grizzly's fine. It's okay. The heat is still unbelievable, but even though it's cooled off, but it's just sweat. Can't do any workouts. You cannot do a workout in this weather. You just can't. Those guys on Muscle Beach, the guys in the Hive, the guys at Camp Pendleton, who I trained with, you know, and they were out outdoor gyms, pumping iron, blistering Californian heat. What the? We were just like blobs of butter. You know, you couldn't even raise, you couldn't even lift your eyelids. Oh my God, no, I can't do a damn thing in this heat. So I'm wasting away, just getting fat. Maybe I'm lucky we didn't get the KFC. There's more calories in Subway. It probably is, even though it's meant to be the healthier option. I don't know about that. Anyway, folks, there you go. It is on. So let's get it on and let's get Grizzly. Gonna see you all. So, commentary tracks coming for The Car, and I've been asked to do an update on the spook of Kilt Mansion and its latest antics. That's coming as well, because there's been stuff, and I'll do a recap over all the stuff's happened over the years, because it is interesting, even though we're kind of used to it, like, but it's there. Something here, something other. Folks, keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. I'm going to see you later.